anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my hands, it's a pipe
too much to be done on this mic that I ain't doing ready.
Pipe bombs, pipe bombs, pipe bombs. In anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my hands, it's a pipe.
Okay, so I'm doing another one of these 8-4s, and I open up a Bloodgriff Demon, which sucks because I really hate playing black in this format. Really hate black. Whatever. That's a pretty cool card, Undead Alchemist, but I'm gonna stay in color, take a lot of removal. Deadweight's not the greatest removal, 'cause it's not an instant, but take what you can get in black, since black is, for a set based on horror, black is pretty much the weakest, I think it's the weakest color in the set. Even Liliana is now priced less than Garrick, so, you know, whatever. Okay, I got two good black cards in here, so I'm gonna go with the Falkenrath Noble, which I don't have to explain to you. Everyone knows that card's good. A lot of creatures die, blah 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 blah. Now I got two tributes, but chances are I'm gonna run into a green-white, blue-white deck, and I'll end up just killing like a 1 toughness guy. This bat is good. He has 2 abilities. He could fly, or you become a 5/5 vamp, so. And I'm staying in color, which is always nice. I won't see either of those tribute to Hungers, though. They're both gone. Once again, I'm gonna stay in color. I really don't see anything that would make me want to change that. Plus, I think by cutting off all black from the guy on my right, it might pay off dividends for like the 3rd pack. Well, there's nothing really here for me. I mean, there's an Altar's Reef, but pitch, whatever, Devil thing, it's a good card. So, you know, because your opponent doesn't want to kill it, so you can kind of go in there and attack with it, and, not, you know, a good percentage of the time he doesn't want to kill it, and also, it also works well with Falkenrath Noble. You know, you get a little. You could take out potentially 3 creatures in 1 shot and gain 2 life, or gain 3 life. He takes 3 damage. Typhoid Rats are, I guess, crappy removal. I like Village Cannibals, especially in a deck with a lot of removal, more than other people. I mean, odds are you're going to be playing against a lot of humans. And right now, I mean, my deck is looking fantastic. So, I'm really not arguing with what I got here. But chances are there's going to be a lot of humans that you're going up against. And it's if any human dies. That's what I think makes it so much better than maybe the white. The, like, champion of the parish, or something like that. I think that, you know, with a good removal spell, or a couple good ones. Okay, there's a removal spell. I'm gonna go with the removal over the Ghoul Crawler's Chant, although I like Ghoul Crawler's Chant, especially when you have a card like Pitchfork or... No, okay, there's the Ghoul Crawler's Chant. That's definitely the right pick here. Although the first strike isn't terrible, given that I really only have 2 main flyers I can get out in the first 3 to 4 turns. That's a really nice late pick. First turn, put out 2/2. It puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. So I've basically come to the conclusion that I'm right now overdrafting black, which makes me feel good. Skull, you know, that enchantment could be good, but if your opponent has a bounce spell, I mean, you know, if you got an Olivia or something like that, which by the way is now like $10, thanks to one dude using it in a standard tournament. But, right now I pretty much have a deck. I just need add-ons. And this looks awfully familiar. I guess I'll take a second Bloodgriff Demon. Sounds good. It's my puppy at the door. Hold on. This looks familiar also. I think in the exact same pack I took the dead weight. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Has anyone ever seen that before, where two consecutive packs, or four consecutive packs essentially, have like the same exact rare and you make the same exact pick? Could have had two Undead Alchemists. It could have been kind of interesting, but I like the black-red more than I like black-blue. Rakish Air works nicely in this deck, especially if I start getting some 2-drops. The Vampire Interloper is fantastic with that, because, you know, it's 2-drop, you're never going to block with it, whatever. Here, really nothing for me. I could go for the 4 Bump in the Night combo and do it that way, but it's really coming down to Ashmouth Hound and Ironsmith. And when it comes down to it, Ashmouth Hound essentially has first strike over first strike. So Ashmouth Hound, I think, is the better of the two. Jankles, get out of there. So, let's see, what's here? No, another deadweight. Surprised that Caravan Vigil's still there. There's a nice Vampire Interloper. I like him better than the Blood Crazed Neonate, to be honest. Although, I mean, I wouldn't, like, say no to Blood Crazed Neonate, but, you know, I mean, it could be taken out by Doom Traveler. I'll take it. Maybe I can get, like, a Cobbled Wings on it, or something, give it flying. I mean, if you're playing a slow deck, it's not the worst card in the world. The only problem is it's not the best card in the world either. Staying with the colors, really nothing here. I'm gonna go with Rally the Pheasants, because, you know, if I, ooh, another Vampire Interloper. Because let's say I get that Rebuke or something, like I want to splash some white removal like a Bonds of Faith. That's a nice card. That goes with pretty much every card in my deck. No problems there. You know, you run a... You know, let's say I get that, you know, Rebuke or something like that, or a Bonds of Faith, or a Smite the Monstrous. Splashing in a little bit of white never hurt anybody. But, I think my deck's done. I just gotta pick some extra cards. Oh wait, I have another pack left. I mean, I just need removal, just straight up, like, not situational. I think really the best removal here would be Corpse Lunge. You know, doing some lunging with my corpses. You know, getting some corpses out of the ground and lunging with them. Yeah, I'll rare draft the 5-cent rare. I don't want some guy playing a mill himself deck. Now, I got Bump in the Night or Stormkirk Patrol. I have a lot of 5-drops, but I do have a lot of strong 3-drops, so that may work out. Although, I don't believe in the curve thing. I really don't. Most, you know, Riot Devils, I guess, is a fine vanilla. It's not vanilla. That would be a disgrace to vanilla. I guess I'll take that. Not that anyone ever does. And it doesn't work if you try and use it and they play a Stitch Drake or something with the stack. I'm not 100% on that, but okay. Now, that Stencia Bloodhole is going to come back to me. I know it, because it's the worst land. I would take a basic land over Stencia Bloodhole, but actually, whatever the fuck it's called. But it's actually not a bad card, but I have a 3-mana, 1/5 that could potentially become a 5/5 creature on the 4th turn. I'm going to take that. That seems like a rather nice pick there. I'll let someone else take the Stencia crap land. I would like some more 2-drops so that I can kind of hold off my opponent. I wish black had like a Fortress Crab. See, now there's a nice rebuke. As if I want to splash some white. There's also another Jackals. What are you doing, baby girl? Can't do that. That's where all my electronics are. There's a rebuke. There's another werewolf. Harvest Pyre looks like maybe the card to take, but there's a lot of good cards in here for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Harvest Pyre. I don't really have much stuff that flashes back, so that makes the most sense probably for my deck. If I get enough shit in my graveyard, I mean, chances are those Typhoid Rats, I'll get them out. They'll be in the graveyard. That artifact thing. Okay, Geist Flame. That's useful. Nice, useful card. I have no issues with taking a Geist Flame. Granted, if you want to use it on a 2/2 creature, it costs you 5 mana to deal 2 damage, but in limited, it's a very nice card against spirits or, you know, dealing that one last damage that you need to do. Okay, there's some removal, which is okay. Basically, I have to draw that, I have to play that and then hope that I don't run into any other vampire, other decks like that. Kind of hoping to pick up some, like, more vampire interlopers or more Falconwrath Nobles, maybe, if they get past. Also, I think an Altar's Reap would do, would be rather useful in this deck. I mean, right now, Jackals, get your face out of there. Personally, my dog needs to keep her head out of the garbage. I would love if, like, Endless Ranks of the Dead. I could take that, or I could take the card, the Mass Removal spell, or one of my more favorite cards, the Mask of Abracadabra. I'm gonna go with the double Pyroclasm. It's got Flashback. Although the Mask, I mean, stick that on a Vampire Interloper, and you've got yourself a 3/3 flyer by, you know, that is hard for your opponent to deal with. He would basically have to double block it to kill it, which is nice. You know, Curse of Stalk Prey doesn't work here, but why is there a Juggernaut this late in the back? There should not be a Juggernaut here. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that works with the Falconwrath Noble also. I can go with Burning Vengeance. Altar's Reap is good, but Typhoid Rats just kills things. There's a Mask, and I really do like the Mask, but I would like some more 2-drops. And there's Stensia Bloodhole. I told you that would come back. I mean, it's terrible, but in this deck, you know, it might be that last 2 damage I need to deal. So, can't argue with that. This is a slow-ass draft. Someone else is probably either recording, or they don't know how to read, and they're just going by pictures, whatever looks prettiest. You know, Ghoulcrawler's Chant could be useful, but Crossway Vampires is a nice beatdown card. All these cards suck, but that card could be good against those, like, 3-color decks or 4-color decks, or, you know, those random weird kind of decks. You know, I really should have hate drafted the Moon Mist. That was a mistake on my part. I guess Cursed of Pierced Heart. Mana Skeleton, I don't know if that's good or not. I'll be completely honest with you. I have no clue if that's good or not. I mean, nobody plays it, but yet they would play Reassembling Skeleton, and you know, it's got haste and whatnot. It's a, you know. Now, I mean, I run into a slight issue here. I have a few too many cards. I got 3 deadweights, which is nice. Okay, Digraph Ghoul, Ghoul Caller's Chant, some Typhoid Rat. Mana Skeleton, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why anyone doesn't like that card. I think the only thing I'm truly lacking, yeah, removal. Nice Vampire. Semi-removal, although I don't think I have room for it. Vampire. I'm not going to play the Village Cannibals. I didn't get as much red removal as I was hoping. Maybe like a, I'll put the 2 Bloodgriff Demons in there. Not Curse of Pierced Heart. I guess I'll play Neonate. Harvest Pyre works, that works. Ricochet is useful. Pyroclasm is useful. Jugs, the Juggernaut, and the Blood Hall. I mean, it's a pretty stacked deck, to be honest. I'm trying to keep the mana base rather low, and it looks like a fairly nice grouping of cards that I have here. I mean, this is a deck that essentially a good player would probably win with. I think the only weakness I really have is flyers. Maybe taking a Scarecrow might have worked at some point. Scarecrows, people just don't get how hard they are to deal with. You know, the thing is, I don't know what to take out of this deck, to be honest. I mean, the Bat is okay, but it's a little mana intensive. I'm not a huge fan of that zombie, but I'll play it anyway. I'll play some Typhoid Rats. I have a little bit of removal, but I don't have removal for the big one. The big creature. That creature that comes into play and you're just like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, the 6/6 flyer for 6 mana with Morbid. You know, that's a good card. You know, I'm thinking really, Rakish Air, I think I'm overvaluing it. I'll be completely honest. I gotta make some cuts. Yeah, the Neonate, I guess. It's gonna cause some mana issues, though, I think, in the future. I need that. I think I'm really overrating the Rakish Air right now, to be completely honest. I mean, in order to get it to work, I'd have to have some vampires that are unblockable, and I just don't see that happening at the moment. So I'm gonna run with this and see how it works out.